What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to another episode of the Nonsense Review, or Retrospective, we don't know yet. I'm your host as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody.
Now, those of you familiar with the podcast know that when I make an intro like that, it means it's one of our patented rainy day episodes. Yes, that means one of us is sick, or otherwise occupied so much so we can't record an episode in advance.
Yeah, it could be too hot, or it could be a catastrophic hardware failure.
Either way, that means we won't be doing our weeks today if this is normally on a review day, so instead we're borrowing a segment from our regular retrospective, which is...
Nonsense Asinine Hypotheticals. Do you have one for me today?
I do. Are you ready for a weird one, Rick?
Sure, let's go.
You get a life-size, anatomically correct doll of any celebrity that you can have in your home. Who do you pick and why?
I'd probably pick something like Tom Hiddleston and then use him to pick up chicks.
How the fuck would you do that, Rick? Hello, love. I've got this lovely life-size replica of Tom Hiddleston. Do you want to bang?
Well, here's the thing. It would be weird to use a anatomically correct doll of a celebrity just as a fuck doll, you know?
Would it?
Because it's a person. Yeah.
It's not real. They'll never know. You don't need to get the person's permission.
Oh, if they'll never know, then probably Christina Hendricks.
I don't know who that is. Oh, by the by, on the off chance that they hear this podcast, they will know.
Man, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, let's go with Christina Hendricks, yeah. How about you?
Oh, you still haven't told me who they are.
Oh, she's just she's an actress. She's been in many different things. Mad Men is the thing that she's most known for, apparently.
Oh, fair enough.
But she's a big booby, red-headed lady.
Okay, yeah, cool. I should have guessed, really.
Yep. How about you? Who's going to be your pick?
There's no way I can answer this question gracefully, so I'm just going to come out and say it, and we'll move on with our lives. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, let's go.
Helen Mirren. Okay, Rick, do you have a question for me?
Yeah, let's move on. Yep, my one for you is, would you rather be stuck with a shitty hairstyle for the rest of your life or go completely bald?
Shitty hairstyle.
Yeah, same.
As long as I have some hair... listen, Rick, I've never actually shaved my head, which means I don't know if I have a funny shaped head or not. That's the actual truth. I've always had very long hair, so it's one of those where I'll put the caveat of if I somehow manage to find out that my head is not in fact a funny shape, I would be happy going bald. However, I do not know that, and I don't want to test it.
Yep. But yeah, for me, it's going to be pretty much the same. I'm already beginning to go bald, and I'm not doing so gracefully. I'll end up with a Wernstrom hairstyle at some point, just bald with a ponytail. Yeah, I really don't like the idea of going bald. So I'll be clinging to every last hair that I can grasp.
I'm pretty sure you can always wear a hat. That's the thing about this question. It doesn't matter what you answer. You can wear a hat.
I could just convert to Judaism and put a yarmulke on the big old bald patch.
I mean, you can just wear a bandana. People will ask if you've got such and such, and you can just say no. I just like bandanas.
Yep.
The beauty of this question is it doesn't matter what you answer because even if you're wrong, you can fix the issue.
Sure.
But on that note, what are we doing today, Rick?
Yeah, we're doing Adventure Time, Season 2, Episode 1. It came from the Nightosphere. 3, 2, 1, and go.
I too want to devolve into a Monster Mash voice.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
I would tell you this, a lot of the screen grabs you get from this main title sequence could be used as a tattoo.
Yeah, totally.
How very horror of the creators of this episode.
Man, Marceline's got the Dennis the Menace jacket on. Sweater, sorry.
Technically, I suppose. Gotta love the duck face. So we can already see that Marceline suddenly really trusts Finn quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
I
yeah!
do like how she...
That was what this whole fucking beef was. I forgot this was what started the downfall of their relationship.
Yeah, because he's just a bit of a dick.
But if it's any consolation, Marceline, Finn's dad was worse.
Yes. Mertens.
Because he's a dick.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, Marceline, you should know better than that.
Dick move, Finn.
For real, not clever. Yeah, Finn is lawfully stupid.
Yeah.
That's a terrifying visual.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to use his mouth to speak.
That's rather wholesome though, isn't it? It's like, here's the family heirloom weapon. No, it's my instrument now.
Yeah. You turn it into some kind of loot.
That being said, I've always had a hard-on for weapons that are instruments that look like weapons.
Yeah. I mean, axe guitars are a staple of that gag.
Yeah. It was one of the it was one of the good things about Guitar Hero, the later ones, where that you would have some truly stupid bullshit designs for guitars that wouldn't work.
Yep.
By the by, we kind of glossed over it because we were talking about guitars, but I like how he used the flat instead of the slicey bit.
Yeah. Kids show.
True. But yeah, I like how Finn was quick to apologise about suggesting killing Marceline's dad, to which Marceline clarifies, no, you literally can't kill him.
Yep. Not because she doesn't want him dead, but because he's invincible.
It's kind of implied that he resides in hell, so even if he dies, surely he'd just return there. It's kind of like D&D demon logic.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. I like the innocence of Finn of just like soul food will restore the soul.
Yeah. Although I have had chicken fried steak, it's pretty good.
Okay, but soul food don't work that way.
No. Yeah, it's just high energy food from the south.
The fuck is expanding Earth theory?
I don't know.
Well, I can't tell if it's a real thing they're taking the piss out of or just something made up for the show. And that's kind of the beauty that comes with Adventure Time, is that you don't know when they're being when they're seriously taking the piss out of something or they're just talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
I like how I only took one fluffy person's soul, but these ones, all of them.
Yep. Because they're all sitting around having fun as Vikings.
Wow, that's some low-level evil.
Hmm. At least he's aware of it.
Hmm.
I do think it's actually still pretty cute how she still calls him daddy rather than just father or something.
That's a really good point, right? But all I can think of is he just kicked his eye. Aww. Oh, it's Gunter, isn't it?
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we find out later, it's Orgalog.
Gunter's a fucking weird storyline.
Yeah.
You kind of got to respect Ice King for having some sort of weird, warped-up sense of duty to his subjects.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Ice King, not just Ice Wizard.
Well, he's not even a wizard, really, is he? Because none of his power is his own.
Correct, yeah. It's all from the crown.
I like how at this point he's just using the fucking axe as a pin.
Yep. A found sword.
Hey man, it doesn't matter how big you are, a swift kick in the bollocks will bring you down just as much as another man.
Yeah.
I like how the fucking head's just poking him in the chin.
Yeah, it is.
Oh god, that's gross. I like LSP doesn't even become a soul.
LSP is just chilling.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't no party like a lumpy space party.
Yeah, because everyone turns into lumpy space creatures.
Yeah. He does indeed suck.
Oh no, he broke the sacred promise.
Oh no.
For the greater good. God damn, like, seriously, truly grotesque creature.
It is, yeah.
It clearly isn't really mean about that.
Oh, clearly, yeah. I love that.
Like how it's soured.
Well done, Finn, for remembering that.
I was, you know what? I just was like, I saw it at the first couple of seconds, and I was just like, that's not normally
just
there, is it?
yeah.
And then I was just like, fuck it, it's Adventure Time, there's going to be a payoff. And it's always the same fucking deal. It's always some stupid asinine cutaway at the end of episodes. And I think that's part of the charm of Adventure Time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Just embrace the stupid.
They didn't need to give Jake a fart there, but they did, and it worked.
Yeah.
The eloquence of farting.
That's his first appearance this season as well, is just Jake farting.
Yeah, but you're not even wrong. But yeah, what do you think of the episode, man?
It was decent. I like seeing Marceline not being evil, which is what we saw last time we saw her. And just a good Marceline episode. How about you? What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's one of those where even before PB was obviously becoming a dickhead, Marceline had these episodes that made her shine bright and afar from PB, and not just because I like goth girls.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I wonder how many kids growing up got a thing for goth girls because of Marceline.
Oh, so many. It's the fucking Wednesday Addams thing, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Like how many people from it probably would have been boomers with the 60s, wouldn't it?
Yeah, late end of boomers. Yeah, they're like late 40s, 50s, early 60s.
What came after boomers?
Generation X.
Oh, right, it would have been Gen Xers then, probably more than boomers, where they would have seen Wednesday Addams in the fucking Sunday morning shows, and they would have gone as children, obviously, not as if you're an adult and you got a crush on Wednesday, there's something fucking wrong with you. If you're an adult, you look at Morticia and go, oh god damn. But
yep.
you'll never wrench her away from Gomez, never. But
no.
What was I talking about?
You were talking about growing up with goth girls.
Yeah, like people who are inclined to like that type of character and that type of aesthetic will see someone with that aesthetic in some form of media and be like, oh fuck yeah. Personally, I know mine was Raven from Teen Titans.
Sweet.
So, you know, everyone will have a crush on a goth character at some point, and I distinctly remember having a thing for Raven from Teen Titans. It helps when you're like barely a teenager when you see them. That's when you know.
Yeah, I can't even remember my first goth crush.
I think you're a special case, Rick, because you actually like goths. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
Yes, absolutely.
Like, you're gravitated towards them, whereas it's just like, oh no, I saw a hot goth character once, and now when I see that character appear in other media, I go, hello.
Yeah, I'm pretty much... I've got two sides of one coin. It's goths and redheads.
But yes, mild misogyny aside, Rick, do you have a favourite moment?
I think it was recording the song at the beginning. Just a really cute bonding moment between Marceline and Finn.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it came back at the end when it got played at the end, but the fact that they were able to just chill and jam, and Marceline trusting Finn enough to pour her heart out in the form of song, was it was real wholesome.
It's also kind of subverted a little bit when you realise that Jake was also there, unbeknownst to Marceline.
Oh yeah, Jake was also there. How about you? What do you reckon? What was your favourite moment?
Very obviously, Jake in the pocket.
Yep.
I don't remember this episode very well, and it came out of left field, and it's just like, yeah, okay, that's a stupid joke, but it's funny.
Yeah.
We are a review show. We don't only like to talk about the good, we also want to talk about the bad. So, Rick, do you have a weakest link for me?
I think Hunson Abadeer's normal form is less interesting than the monstrous ones that he takes on later.
Sure, but that's kind of the deal when it comes to monstrous forms.
Yeah, but I think his normal form is actually very boring. Like, Marceline's base form is cool, whereas his is just kind of he looks a bit like a thumb. So
okay, but counterpoint, I like the fact that the dig here is that no, big business is what's actually more evil than anything else, because that's all he is just a generic looking businessman.
Yeah, demon businessman, yeah. But yeah, how about you? What was your weakest link?
It's a bit of a weird one, really, because I really enjoyed the episode. There was nothing I can look back on and straight up go, that was bad, that was bad, that was bad.
Yeah, that was a real nitpick of mine for my weakest link. I thought it was actually a really solid episode.
Yeah, of course it was. That being said, we do need to say something, and even though it was my favourite moment, I will say it. The lack of Jake was noticeable.
Yeah.
But, it's one of those where we can't miss you if you don't leave. It's not a real weakest link, but if anything, lack of Jake. So, yeah, that brings us to our final point. Rick, you know what time it is. It's time to tell us your MVP.
It's got to be Finn. He drove the episode in terms of both summoning Hunson and getting rid of him, and being the one that was most proactive about pursuing him and dealing with the shit that he was doing. Because Marceline was just kind of along for the ride. She didn't want to see him, but Finn wanted to deal with it. So it's going to go to Finn from me. How about you? Who's going to be your MVP?
It's going to be Marceline the Vampire Queen, because she was adorable throughout this episode, from her emotional vulnerability to her pig-headedness once her father had been summoned, to once again being adorable right at the end. It was a one-loop roller coaster, but that loop was exciting.
Yeah, like you can see where everything's going, and a roller coaster is a very good analogy for it. You know what's going to happen, but you're here for the ride.
The roller coaster, I would. Should I just make this a fucking segment going forward? Is like I'll compare everything to roller coasters. The roller coaster that I'd probably most compare it to is there's one in Fort Park called Stealth, which is it's got one gimmick. It goes really high, really fast. At one point, it was the fastest roller coaster in Europe. Don't think it is anymore.
Okay.
I used to work there. That's why I know I'm not a fucking roller coaster weirdo.
Yeah, like the only roller coaster fact that I know is that the one at Lightwater Valley used to be the longest.
Fair enough. But yeah, it does one thing and it does that thing well. You know what you're in for when you buckle up. And yeah, that's pretty much where this episode was. I'm going to forget that that's a gimmick I'm going to try and do by next week, so that'll be fun. So yeah.
Plus, you know, this this episode, there's no way of knowing when it's going to pop up.
You know what's going to happen is the next time we do a real review for the show, I'm going to compare what we watched to a roller coaster, and people aren't. The one person who makes it to the end of the episode is just going to be like, "Why the fuck's he talking about roller coasters?" Oh, it's fine. No one makes it to the end of our episodes. Speaking of, we're at the end of this one. So, you know the drill by now, guys. We've got the comment section down below if you want to talk to us, give us suggestions, etc., etc. Alternatively, you can send us an email.
Yep, you can send that to nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
But yeah, that's it from us. Join us again next week where we resume our regularly scheduled programming, or we might have more Adventure Time because one of us is horribly dying.
Bye!